the sounds of the Yaller horn and the Skol chant echo throughout U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Today we've got what's always a hard-hitting battle in the NFC North, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Minnesota Vikings. The kicker, Will Reichert, has the ball on the tee. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
Every time he leads his team out, there's no questioning he's put the work in to earn his place in the NFL. There's no shortage of stories we've heard throughout his career about the effort he puts in to be in this spot. And that motivates everybody on his team.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Good job there. Pretty simple. The hole was created. Runner just darted right through.
Yeah, that's kind of play teams are looking for to have some success early in a ball game. If you're an offensive play caller, you mark that run down. Make sure you keep coming back to it throughout the game until they stop it.
And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. Will go down as a gain of 6. And it's second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop it right where it all started. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On play action, McCarthy. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Third down from the gun, McCarthy. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Kevin O'Connell has a play call ready. His guys going for it on fourth. Going for it. Here's McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
29-yard line.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a first down carry by Jones. Gets past one man. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
Gain of 20.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Well, we often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old. They can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
At the 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw McCarthy. Now he'll tuck this and run. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. A gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. To the air with McCarthy. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll go again with Gibbs. Well, they needed two. They can only get one. Fourth down.
Fourth and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. 4th down and give to Gibbs. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Jet sweep to start the drive. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing is McCarthy. Addison hauls it in. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So nothing doing there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. But that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. And they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. A short pass here taken in by Laporta.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Goff now looking to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
A short throw is going to be pulled in by Ferkser. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
1st down, Lions.
Gibbs straight ahead. And down to the 41.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know, they're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 41, here's second down at 7. Another run for Gibbs here. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
It's a gain of 11.
11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Detroit Lions first down.
That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Byron Murphy on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the Vikings' 28-yard line.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. 28 yards for David Montgomery. And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So how about that for your first carry of the game? Not bad.
How about that, and not bad at all. I think he earned himself a little bit more work, partner, because that's what you want from your number 2 or your number 3 running backs. You want him to come in with the fresh legs, give your team a little jolt, and he did it right there. Best way to lobby for more playing time? Have runs like that.
Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
He's brought down at the 31.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Here's McCarthy. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now McCarthy. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's.
He's got it at the 15. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, 65 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Extra point attempt to come here. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
McCarthy off the play fake. Completes this to Addison out left.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 33-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Lions will take over.
The Lions offense and Jahmyr Gibbs headed back onto the field. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here now, 2nd and 4. On the give, here's Gibbs. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First down, Detroit.
A shotgun snap for Goff. A short one pulled in by Firkser.
Goff's pass complete to Anthony Firkser.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Second down and 4. Back to throw. Goff. Now he's going to step up and run. He's brought down. Remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Lions.
Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. A little juke. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
At the 33-yard line.
Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. Trying to get it wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
And the throw and the catch were just fine. But against zone coverage, when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave it with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now 2nd and 3. On play action. Now McCarthy. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. McCarthy setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw. McCarthy. Try! And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 36 yards on the play.
That's another Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here, as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after here coming up.
For the extra point.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14.
So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave it with a 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
Here's Goff. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Lions first down. A gain of 9 yards.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 59 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
To throw is Goff. Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. They showed up a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down. On the keeper, here's Goff. And he is going to have a Lions first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
2nd down and a yard. Hand off now to Gibbs. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Goff now looks to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Isaac to Slaw. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14.
Vikings 14.
So that one a 13-play drive in total. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Dances by him. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And now out comes Minnesota. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
It's a
big pickup of 38.
That's another Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, And that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Back to throw again. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
Here now, 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson from 13 yards out. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at
that time a 6-play drive. And it was T.J. Hockenson who finished the drive with a touchdown reception. Well, this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now it's gone. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now it's gone. And that's caught by Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space. Let them do what they do.
A gain of 22 yards. First down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Goff now to throw. To the left side, he finds Tesla. Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
At the 42-yard line.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is third down. Goff. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Extra point forthcoming. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down 28-21, 23 seconds to go. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. That's caught by Addison. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Back to throw. Completes this to Jefferson. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
First down.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Back to throw. He gets it to Addison. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Jordan Addison. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
Now 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. This to possibly force OT. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. And a fun, close ball.